Mabuhay pageant fans! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hey Adam G. How are you guys? Kamusta na kayo? Well, if you will ask me, I feel happy pagod given the numerous national pageants simultaneously happening right now. As Binibining Pilipinas ended with a big bang last weekend, here comes Miss World Philippines who is about to have its coronation night next weekend. May excite na ba kayo? Tapos ito pa, may paparating na new season ng Miss Universe Philippines! Excited ba kayo talaga, or do you hardly feel anything at all given how everything is still fresh given our recent performance in Miss Universe last May? Well, if you will ask me, I am still excited to follow it despite a new online format to select the official 30 candidates of the pageant next month. Eto na nga, just last night, the pageant organization has just revealed its top 100 girls, with all of them undergoing through different online challenges until 30 of these girls will be declared official candidates by the end of next month. So let's talk about it. Are you really excited? And which girls are making me so excited for this pageant as early as now? Well, you better stick around for my thoughts and insights. Guys, I know majority of you are still feeling down or are hardly feeling any excitement about Miss Universe Philippines as early as now, and I do understand where all this is coming from. To be honest, I also feel the same way, but seeing how this new organization has been creative in getting our attention and the girls reportedly joining this edition are really making me excited. Kasi there are so many pageant veterans joining along with fresh faces and returnees. So in a way, I am slowly feeling the build-up of the excitement. And I know some of you are raising your eyebrows why Miss Universe Philippines is doing this top 175 30 elimination process out of the almost 300 applicants before everything gets official. So here I am trying my best to analyze why it is employing a different kind of format this year. And this is my take. For me, having 100 girls initially selected means there are 100 provinces being represented. So it means Miss Universe Philippines organization would like to attract a diverse group of women who will showcase the different parts of our country through our diverse culture, dialect, and beauty na rin, diba? And I'm really interested how this factor alone will pan out in the process. Kasi will we see more Morena beauties like Leren Bautista joining the competition? Or eto na nga, they have attracted new faces and newcomers like Victoria Velasquez, Sam Santa Maria, or even crossovers like Janela Quaton. Returnees like Cristel Abelo, nagulat ba kayo? And even celebrities like Kisses Delavin and Maureen Robowitz. So let's see, with all these names being reportedly joining, I think we are really bracing for one interesting and exciting edition of Miss Universe Philippines. And with the current roster of names shown, I feel like it's really going to be a bloodbath. Because there will only be one crown at stake, and with the caliber of girls joining, alam mong lalaban talaga sila ng patayan at hindi talaga sila magpapatalo. These girls will really perform and deliver because any one of them could be the next Miss Universe Philippines. Yung alam mong hindi basta-basta a-awardan lang yung corona sa isang girl right away because you know that the competition will really be tough. And as you can see, Miss Universe Philippines really wants to prove to themselves that it can crown a winnable or somebody who could place high in the upcoming Miss Universe pageant. Because let's face it guys, ito na lang ang hinahanap ng, iba na talaga ang hinahanap ng Miss Universe organization ngayon. And I would understand why MUP is doing this kind of format by addressing its shortcomings in the previous edition. Yung alam mong scenario na it was really preparing for this and that in the, alam mo yun, in the run-up of the pageant, and tapos biglang mag-iiba yung format ng Miss Universe in the middle of nowhere as it went on. And if the rumors are true na the next edition will be held in Costa Rica, then all the more hindi talaga tayo pwede magpa-petiks-petiks lang dahil for sure, labanan na naman talaga ng mga Latina yan. And you know, it's really a challenge to go to a country which has a foreign language to use, and if we end up sending a representative na sweet ang persona and weak ang mental fortitude, kahit anong ganda niya, wala talaga, 'di ba? Aminin nyo. So as MUP tries to trim the list to 30 by also involving us in the process through the fan votes, we will really see who among these 100 candidates will be ready and laban na laban for the crown. For me, kasi guys, this elimination process of top 175-30 format is really interesting to watch because the process will really be rigorous. And feeling ko, sasalain talaga ng MUP ng husto yung 100 na yan. I know some of you are saying na, why can't they just decide for themselves and go straight to the official 30? But I feel they want to give each girl to prove themselves to be part of the top 30. And I really do understand why we have to do this right now given our pandemic situation. Because aminin naman talaga natin, guys, it is very expensive to organize a pageant nowadays. Apart from attracting sponsors for the pageant and getting a venue and sound system na rin at the same time, we also need to take into consideration a lot of things like the mandatory swab testing costs for all the girls and the stakeholders involved, quarantine protocols and procedures that they have to adhere as well. And I know some of you might say na naman, why can't they just appoint someone to save them all the hassle and cost of mounting an edition this year? Because I feel gusto talaga ng Miss Universe Philippines organization na magsala talaga ng mga girls who can deliver in all the online virtual challenges that will be asked of them. Because aminin talaga natin, it will really be interesting how they will do it because I understand there is a lot of pressure to wear our Philippine sash. And if they will just appoint, for me, it might just invite impending boom. Because let's face it guys, medyo nag-iiba na talagang ihip natin ngayon, ihip ng hangin ngayon sa Miss Universe given what we saw in the telecast last May. For me, it's not just merely appointing the girls based on their looks, but I think appointing someone for the title should be based on a lot of factors as well, like her pasarela skills, mental fortitude, and with everything na naranasan ni Rabia last time, we really need to pick the right girl this time around. So to the girls who are joining this year, I am really expecting you all will be tested to the core and the upcoming competition will really be tough. And if that's how cutthroat the competition will be, here pa lang on the national level pa lang, then prepare yourselves to be scrutinized at this point. With December being the rumored month of the competition, I feel MUP won't crown someone who has the potential only. So it would really want to crown someone who is really ready from the get-go. I mean, I won't, delve on this further. I won't expand on this further because we can just look at how Rabia was heavily criticized in every aspect of her Miss Universe journey last time. And as we had seen in Miss Universe last May, you can see that the organization is kind of, leaning more on the physical aspect of the competition while throwing them a lot of interview tests as well. When we talk about the physical aspect of it, it involves a girl's pasarela and a lot of pasabogs. Dapat by now, the girl or whoever we will end up sending has mastered the art of doing facial expression transitions while doing her walk on stage. Because majority of our girls now, aminin talaga natin, I feel they really do not know how to be seen and they just hold on to their faces don't know how to smile or holding on to that smile for so long that it looks like so fake already. And as for her turns and twirls, it's not only about having a crazy footwork, but the pasarela has to be strong and clean. And when we talk about naman communication skills, I think it's not only enough that these girls are so good in Q&A, but they also need to showcase their personalities as well. And I really think these online challenges will really give us a glimpse of which girls who has that killer combination. Yung may personality na tapos kumukuda pa sa mikropono. So through these online interviews and challenges, we would thereby gauge a candidate's commercial appeal through her engagement with the fans on social media. Kasi aminin din talaga naman natin, marami talagang girls ang magaling for sure sa pasarela, pero flat ang personality. Aminin niyo yon. So dito talaga natin makikita yung commercial viability ng isang girl, right? And with the current roster of girls, it's really hard to trim it down to 30. So I do understand why the organization is doing a series of cuts. And also, with the current situation, hindi naman natin pwede palabanin yung lahat ng 100 girls na yan. So the final 30 will still be able to give us a show whether they do it here in Manila or in Iloilo. So alam niyo yun, less girls to transport to the host city, and these girls will really, these 30 for sure would really come out of a fair and square deliberation or elimination process. Because let's face it, guys, if the organization will go straight to selecting the top 30 right away again, people might accuse the organization that it is leaning towards a certain camp. So that's why they are making the whole deliberation process transparent and public for every pageant fan to see and witness and judge na rin. So siguro by this time, wala nang masasabi yung mga tao sa selection process as this organization really wants to involve the entire country in this endeavor. And again, with the current roster, ang dami talagang pwedeng isabak based on the official list MUP uploaded on its social media accounts last night. It is really, from the way I see it, it is really a good mix of pageant veterans who have proven themselves in the foray of pageantry, returnees, crossovers who did so well in their national pageants but the stars did not align for them during their respective finals night. But the transformation they have right now is very, very strong. Then there are also girls who finally answered our prayers to join the nationals for the first time, and girls who came out of nowhere like Rabia Mateo na biglaang sumulpot pero malaki rin pala ang potential. And because of this, I am so excited to see them in their first online activity. I am really hoping that the organization will come out with a template that will involve a level playing field na maala American Idol ang format nowadays, wherein the contestants will be given the same camera equipment, ring lighting, microphone to do their virtual activities, tapos may access pa to good Wi-Fi connection, and same backdrop to do all of these virtual challenges para equal footing talaga lahat sila in all the videos that these girls will be coming out very soon. Because I remember last year, Biliran's Wi-Fi connection, every time she would be interviewed, napuputol, nawawala. And if the organization, for example, levels the playing field by giving out the same Huawei phones, for instance, kasi di ba yun ang sponsor nila palagi, for these girls, them to do all these virtual interviews, then the better para same ang quality ng mga videos na makikita natin sa mga virtual activities nila, right? So now let's talk more about the top 100 contestants who made it out of the 288 contestants who screened last weekend. Two thoughts that came into my mind when I saw the list. First, we have girls who are pageant veterans who I believe could be sent to Miss Universe if the pageant were held tomorrow. Knowing what Miss Universe is really looking nowadays, based on the last edition, yung napakita natin, itong mga girls na to, kaya na talaga nilang lumaban and proven na talaga sila, kaya kayang-kaya nilang umelbow ng mga ibang contestants. And I believe Katarina Di Maraanan, Bea Luigi Gomez, Steffi Aberasturi, and Leren Bautista, Cristel Abelo can easily compete in Miss Universe if the pageant were to be held tomorrow talaga. I believe these four pageant veterans, can easily make it to the mold of IMG era now. But if Miss Universe organization will go back to its old format, which is the Pia Zozy timeline wherein we saw many interview portions, then I think they would still be considered safe bets. Then there are newcomers who I see na malaki rin talaga ang mga potentials, such as Victoria Vincent, Maureen Robowitz, sino pa ba? Jesus Delavin, Jasmine Umali, and last night yung bago kong na-discover si Cheryl Doloriel. But do we have the time to train them knowing that the pageant might be held this coming December already? Diba? So now that the first virtual challenge has been announced, which is the Headshot Challenge, our votes would really matter at this point because they are up against girls with huge fan bases, whether it be in pageantry, modeling, TikTok, and television. So if you want your bet to get in the top 75, I suggest you go all out your way in supporting your candidate because magiging bakbakan talaga ito ng mga Diyosa. So, if I were these girls, I would really get, ngayon pa lang, I would really get the best glam team na kaya ko because the competition, sinasabi ko na sa inyo, will be very tough this edition kahit virtual challenges pa lang. But take note it's one thing to hire a good glam team to highlight a girl's best features and best angles. But the girl has to also think outside the box, similar to how Gabi Basiano and Honey Cartasano did it in Binibining Pilipinas recently. So the girl has to make sure that she stands out for the right reason. So the girl has to get her creative juices flowing. And with these two girls that who I mentioned, Honey and Gabby, for me talagang they really raise the standard of what a pasabog photo means. Like if this Miss Universe, like for example, if an MUP candidate will just use a plain backdrop with straight hair and smoky eyes, she will definitely run the risk of magkakapareho sila ng itsura sa virtual photoshoot challenge nila. And take it from Honey and Gabby, who experimented a lot of hairstyle, makeup, and clothing trends. Kaya nag-stand out sila kasi kakaiba yung in-offer nila to the table. And as for the fan vote employed in this first virtual challenge, which is the headshot challenge, again, I would like to repeat what I said earlier. The organization MUP would really like to involve the whole country in this selection process. Kasi aaminin talaga naman natin, 'di ba? If MUP ends up with purely judges' choices alone for this virtual challenges, sasabihin nyo na namang luto or cooking show yung results. Pag open naman yung fan vote, sasabihin nyo na naman, magko-complain na naman kayo na palakasan ng mga fan base. So I mean, ano ba dapat talagang gawin for these virtual challenges? Isn't it nice to have both the judges and the fans decide for this so that all interested parties will be appeased? So guys, as early as now, let's try to rally our support to all the ladies competing for this edition. They all have their dreams, and our support and words of encouragement to them makes it valid. I mean, let's instill kindness here. Let's try to uplift these girls whose only goal is to represent our country in the best possible way. This is how I really feel for all these girls at the moment. 'Di ba? So kayo, ano ba nararamdaman nyo? What about you guys? Do you feel the same way? Because I highly encourage you all to be kind to all these contestants as you give your assessment on them on all our social media platforms. Kasi iba talaga yung constructive criticism against dun sa talagang, alam niyo yun, nang babash na kayo nang wala na sa lugar. So, yeah guys. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me about this content, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more of my feel good content here. See you guys on my next video. Bye!